Hey, thanks for clicking on this low-res video. Before we get started with this very special episode, let's talk about today's sponsor. Pixel Killers are the fresh RGB modding specialists who can end up helping you make any old console brand spanking new with fresh pixels delivered straight into its gaping holes. And for those of you who are concerned about last year's news reports about people being horrifically murdered as part of the services, don't you worry, that temp has not been hired this year, unless he ended up changing his name, in which case we've got nothing. And now, for this special episode of Low Res, deliciously delivered straight to you. Hello Internet, I'm from the Internet and my name is Mr. Matt Internet and you're watching Low Res, a comedy gaming panel show. So it's our Halloween special again, so we have some things and stuff related to horror, but really horror is a year-round thing. Don't let capitalism tell you when to be spooky. You do you, boo. Let's take a peek at our teams, shall we? First up, he is a horror streamer as part of the Clock Tower stream team, runner-up at the Barry Burton cosplay contest, but won't offer to make you a gibble sandwich. It's Team Captain Garlips.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm slightly scared and also aroused.
Intended response.
And alongside him, she is a streamer and Wheel of Struggle struggler. Sometimes the scariest things are at the end. In this case, it's the end of the alphabet. It's MBZ.
Hello.
I'm also got the same reaction.
Arousal when feared. I gotcha.
I think that's going to be a running theme for most people that I'm going to be introducing tonight. Actually, spoilers, it's all of them. And tagging in to complete the trio, they are a Wheel of Struggle struggler, streamer, and this is your reminder to give your pillows a little floof later. It's Lovenfloofen.
Send out.
What was that?
Exactly.
And in direct opposition, she is a Twitch streaming, Splatterdown trophy hunting, voted most likely to die first, and later revealed to be the killer in a shock twist. It's Adrian's Revenge.
Good evening.
Ooh.
No arousal here.
Lies.
Joining them, they are a Clock Tower stream team member, streaming on the Twitch and manifesting raccoons to get the T-virus in Resident Evil X, Wesker's X-Hole. It's Hobby Tan.
Et tu, pizza box.
Reports are coming in that the Pixel Killer has
Struck again. I repeat, the Pixel Killer has struck again.
The victim had their
throat slash
Sharp edge and what appears to be
an RGB mod installed in their eye.
Authorities are still no closer to catching this man. On an unrelated note, here's Ben at Pixel Portable.
Hello, I'm not going to slash anyone's throat today.
I was going to say, let's just see if we win first. Let's see what happens.
At least 4 of us would be fine.
I'll be fucked. Whether that's before or after the throat slashing is a completely separate matter. Garlips team, boo.
What a fine evening for a curse. You may have noticed that we're quite sexy vampires today. We got hired by Konami to be in a Castlevania game, but the problem is the last 20 releases have just been ports of old games. So we're still waiting for them to make a new one. But when they do, oh boy, we're going to be front and center.
Don't worry, that pachinko machine is coming soon.
I am feeling bosom-tastic, if I may say that word. I've got the utmost respect for everyone who has mastered this look far better than I have.
As somebody with newly grown tits, my first time wearing a corset makes me appreciate them so much more.
Lifts, doesn't it?
It does. A lot.
Does wonders for my figure as well, but you know. And Adrian's team, also, boo.
Boo to you too.
Yeah. Back at you.
How are you all doing this evening?
I don't even know.
I'm currently surrounded by cursed artifacts.
Oh no.
That's what's happened to me. I could reveal them on camera, but I worry for everybody's sanity upon seeing such things.
Oh, it's fine, Ben. I am a cursed artifact.
Oh dear. All right. Well, I have a collection of cursed artifacts. That's how I'm Halloweening it up this time. Instead of covering my face, I figured I would surround myself with cursed artifacts in the form of terrible games. So I have Deep Fear, which I was warned about and didn't listen. Terrible game.
Ooh, no, I can't pretend with a straight face. That's a good game.
I have Harvest Fishing, which the only good thing about this is the cool box art, but other than that, absolutely terrible game. And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I also feel is a horribly cursed game. So there we go. They're my cursed artifacts that are powering me through this episode.
Where are all the Sonic games?
I don't own any.
In the treasured section.
Some of them are good.
All the
Some
trash
Sonic
bin.
games are good.
It's war.
There were good Sonic games, and there used to be less bad Sonic games.
You're also forgetting about the sexiest vampire of all, Rouge the Bat.
Yes, she's very sexy.
Oh, I thought you meant me. Sorry.
Anzik.
Thank you.
Rouge the Bat, second sexiest vampire.
And Hobby-san, how are you feeling this evening?
Feeling pretty good. I'm heading down to Crow Country to see if I can find Mr. Crow. He's gone missing. I am Special Agent Mara Forrest, firearms expert. Definitely didn't slash some cops' tires to get here.
We begin as always with the most terrifying thought. A CGI show where sharks are pro gamers and have to learn about the spirit of teamwork over a 24-episode arc. In one of the episodes, one of them gets addicted to game bait. It's a very deep episode. It's Gamesharks. Teams, for some reason, I will be asking you a question. Get it right, and you get awarded 1 whole point. Garlip's team. What action had to be taken on the Silent Hill 2 remake Wikipedia page recently? It had to have the spoiler about James having his guilt changed due to leaving fancy cheeses on the side and his wife was not best pleased, removed. It had to be locked down due to edits lowering its review scores. Or was it had to be tidied up as fans were inserting Pyramid Head fanfiction and it was getting pretty blue?
Can I just say, I love all of these options. I also love that both of them technically deal with blue, both in its naughty form and its cheese form. So, well done. James leaving his slice of cheese on the side is a very important plot point that I'm glad they made sure was in the remake. I think I know what the answer is, and I'm just so happy. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake has been an absolute revelation. I really enjoyed it. Team? I'm pretty sure it's that they were review bombing the game. They're trying to highlight how bad it was, which, you know, I don't think is true. I think the majority of the internet doesn't think is true. So I think that's what we're going with.
I think that's what I saw too.
I actually read that in a Eurogamer this morning, so I was very thrilled to know that. They said, and I don't know if this is true because you can never tell with gaming journalism, they said that the uproar was caused by the lack of people being impressed by the appearance of the female characters in the game. To which my response was, excuse me?
Yeah, spectacularly missing the point. Although, now I'm also imagining my own erotic Pyramid Head fanfiction, so...
I would have loved that to be the truth.
You don't even have to imagine it, Garlips. There's plenty of it online.
You know, that's when you break out the time capsule. You're like, right, I got to see this, you know.
You're locking in number 2, yeah?
We're locking in a number 2.
Yes, we are.
Wonderful. And is it going to be flushed down and end up being, a horrific number 2? No, don't worry, I'm not going to make a shit joke. I'm just going to end up going, that's right, it was locked due to some editors editing and inserting incorrect review scores around the time of launch for reasons. They probably thought it was too silent, too woke, the spin-off series. Adrian's team. Which interesting character had Tekken designer Katsuhiro Hirada hoped to include in Tekken? Was it the Queen, Lizzie 2, Wesley Snipes but 4 inches shorter for some reason, or Colonel Sanders' KFC boss, Terror of Chicken?
These all sound fucking ridiculous. So it's Queen Liz, Wesley Snipes, or Colonel Sanders.
I kind of want it to be Colonel Sanders, and that would make sense because they do have a bit of a fixation with KFC in Japan.
Who?
During the time, which Tekken was this?
The most recent Tekken.
Oh, the most recent.
Tekken
That
8.
matters. That matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would probably err towards KFC because Wesley Snipes was hot property back when the first Tekken came out. There isn't so much now.
Or is he again because of Deadpool versus Wolverine? It's definitely not Queen Lizzie.
One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real.
I'm feeling you guys and leaning a little bit more towards Colonel Sanders.
I'm torn between Lizzie and Colonel Sanders.
You torn between?
Yeah, I've got this horrible mental image of them just being like, "Yeah, the Queen's dead now. We can put her in a video game."
Yeah.
Just so you can, kick her in the face. But
Yeah,
I've got this wonderful image now. I've got this
exactly.
absolutely wonderful image in my head of her in that horrible lime green pastel thing doing a suplex on Heihachi.
Oh god, yes.
Fast food crossovers are actually really big right now. There's currently a Genshin Impact campaign in KFC in Japan for stuff. So I would probably aim towards KFC. That would be my guess. That's my vote.
Yeah.
They do love their mascots.
Let's go for it. Let's go for Colonel Sanders.
You're going for Colonel Sanders, and will you be finger licking in delight or finger licking in disgust? You'll be finger licking in delight. That's right, it was indeed the head of KFC himself, Colonel Sanders. In news confirmed by Harada, the crossover was proposed but didn't get approved. What a clucking shame.
Even though we answered some questions and had some fun, I'm leaving that round with the mental image of Pyramid Head and various fan fictions of a blue nature, and also Queen Liz in a fighting game. So I just want to thank you for those mental images because they're fantastic.
So now we are attempting to escape the nightmare, but to do that, we need to go through the keyhole. Teams, I'm going to show you some holes and you need to identify which game they are connected to. But there is one bonus hole, which is from a game, but isn't from a hole that you want to go into to progress the plot, You get a delicious point for each correct answer. Now, the rituals must be carried out so that we can appease our old gods. So Garlip's team, hit us with your buzzer.
Our buzzer is this.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
But enough
Had
talk.
to.
Buzz at you. Adrian's team, what will you be buzzing us with tonight?
We have gone for some fantastic Silent Hill combat.
You sure that's not the Pyramid Head fan fiction?
Now I feel really dirty for having recorded those sound effects.
I was sat there editing that.
Oh god. So here are the holes.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Garlip's team?
I would like to clear off one that I speedrun so that I don't get in trouble for not remembering it.
Okay.
A is from Silent Hill 4 The Room.
That is absolutely correct. That is indeed the hole from Silent Hill 4 The Room with Tommy Wiseau. Adrian's team, which one would you like to try and knock off the list here?
E is a slightly blurry Crash Bandicoot.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go with E, Crash Bandicoot.
E, Crash Bandicoot. That's indeed correct.
What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets.
I just love how long that goes for, yeah.
Yep.
Garlip's team.
So I am 99% sure whole letter C is a licker's butthole from Resident Evil.
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure that I've seen the licker's butthole, sadly.
My butthole expertise is somewhat lacking, but I will trust you on this one.
But I would love to stand wholeheartedly behind you, Z, in what you just said about C and Resident Evil.
Sorry, wholeheartedly.
I was giggling at standing behind.
So many puns, so little time.
This is an all Low Res After Dark episode. It's incredible.
At last, I've been wanting
finally
it
did
for
it.
fucking ages.
So, are you locking in C as being from Resident Evil 2 Remake, A Licker's Butthole? I am in shock, in awe, in wonder as to how you got this, because that is absolutely correct. That was in fact our bonus point, because that was a licker's butthole, or a licker's arsehole, from Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Mr. Matt, are you saying that Z managed to finger your bonus hole?
I think Pitfall is F.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Go Pitfall F.
Because Pitfall's super old. And that's the only image that
looks super old.
You're locking in Pitfall? Beautiful, that is indeed correct. You get a point.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Think it was Adrian's team who got it first there.
I don't actually know. I just wanted to try and get us the opportunity for the point.
Oh dear. I'm looking at B then, and I'm feeling like that is a Resident Evil 1, the remaster. Because that was like my first thought.
Yes.
It looks like one of the statues where you have to put in the stone.
I know exactly where B is from, and I'm really annoyed.
So we're going to go with B, Resident Evil.
You should. I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
You're recommending it, and you are going to be absolutely surprised that Adrian's team has just been awarded a point because that is indeed from Resident Evil.
I do believe D is Freelancer.
I believe so.
Shockingly, you are absolutely correct. D is indeed from Freelancer.
I wouldn't have got that in a million years.
I've never played Freelancer, but you just never forget a hole.
Especially if it belongs to a liquor.
Yes.
So, after looking at some holes, we should look at the scores. Garlip's team are currently on 4 points, whilst Adrian's team are also, shockingly, on 4 points. After those scary holes and points, we're in desperate need of a save room. Whilst we scramble with the knob, why don't you give us a cheeky skull scribe, a little pipe, or one of those spooktacular scares with your friends? Or leave a comment on whatever your favourite video game hole is. Surely that can't go wrong. And we'll be back after the break.
Definitely leave the comment.
The deadly. Go on. You know what it's like to get it right between the eyes? To see the juice squirt out of your family like the 4th of July? Oh, ever hear a scream so loud it scrambled your intestines? And the burning light right before the fall? That's the one!
GameCom Pocket Pro, the only portable cartridge system that plays Resident Evil 2.
Turn up the heat because the video board game Nightmare is on a fast boil.
You like it? Answer me! You want it? Answer me!
This is homegrown interactive ugly. This is Break a New Witch. If you've already had the Gatekeeper and the Zombie on Nightmare 3, the Witch is really going to cook up a storm with another hour of searing interactive Witch. Howling for more Gatekeeper and the Zombie. Press play and get your fingers on a witch hunt. The video board game Nightmare 1, 2, and 3. The hottest game in the world. Take them on a witch hunt. All home and take them all on.
Play it loud!
Welcome back. So now comes the scariest part of the show, Demo Disc. Teams, I've sent songs to 2 of you to perform towards the remaining 1. Identify the game, get a point. Don't, and then there's a chance to get a cheeky steal. Adrian's team, who is performing and who is guessing?
My crow-feathered friend and I will be performing for the Pixel Killer. I'm sorry, not the Pixel Killer, Ben.
This vessel will be guessing.
The player beat the game on hard mode, so now I'm stuck like this for the rest of the day.
Oh no.
Pray for me.
Adrian's team, do you want to take it away?
Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum
Okay, I know what it is. I know what game it's from. Do I need to know the exact track?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh. This is Stardew Valley.
You are indeed correct. It was Stardew Valley, and that was Stardew Valley Overture. And here is how it should have sounded. Marvelous. 1-1.
Just so you know, Ads, it was cutting out when you were doing your melody.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I was trying to piece it together. I was like, I think I know what this is.
And I had a sneaking suspicion Z and Floofen both also got that as well.
I knew it from the rhythm alone, but that's because I'm actually currently in the middle of a playthrough of Stardew Valley with my partner, so I heard that. earlier today.
Do you want to take it away with the hard track?
Okay.
What's really weird, I was looking at the mask, I was like, is he thinking?
Sorry, yeah, I am thinking. I'm not asleep. Yeah, I was thinking. It's slightly conflicting. A part of me thinks that this is the battle theme from Pokemon Black and White. That's what part of me thinks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Black and White. I'm gonna go Black and White battle theme. That's my guess. It is tough though, like it should be.
Pokemon Black and White. And will you be blacking out into a delicious point? I'm going to be throwing it over to Garlip's team. Garlip's team, any idea?
Do we have any ideas?
Not a single one.
I got a vibe, but I'm probably wrong. So that will be like Plan Z. Sorry, Z.
Plan
I don't
B?
mean like, well, yeah. That will be the plan we go with if we don't have any ideas in the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Do you want to share that with us in case it prompts anything?
It sounded Kirby-ish to me.
That's exactly where I went.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what Kirby, but it does sound Kirby-ish.
Me either, but I was sat there the whole time going, "That I think that's a Kirby game."
I have never played a Kirby game.
I was sat there the whole time thinking that was a Kirby game, so I'm surprised you also got that.
Yeah, so I mean, if not, it should be in a Kirby game.
It's bouncy enough.
So the question now is, like, which Kirby do we go with? Nightmare in Dreamland or something more obscure? Well, I'm going to kick myself if it's not the right Kirby, but at least we can have like an honorary point.
We've got what? Nightmare in Dreamland, and I was thinking Epic Yarn, which I'm now not entirely convinced about.
I feel like Nightmare in Dreamland would be too that's like the default Kirby, right? Pretty much. So like,
yeah.
So would Mr. Matt go a bit more obscure than that?
He 100% would. We just had to identify a licker's butthole. You remember that, right?
Yeah, but I felt much more confident about the licker's butthole.
It says more about you than it does me, I think.
Let's say Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland.
Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, and will we be having a nightmare today? Yes, you will be, because that's not the correct answer. It was in fact Terror Time from Yokai Watch, and here is how it should have sounded.
Oh, damn. I know that. So, yeah.
Garlip's team, who is going to be guessing and who is performing?
Me and Lovenfloofen will be performing for Z, but I must confess, Hobbitan's been looking at me for the last 2 minutes like I'm a piece of bread and it's starting to freak me out.
What?
Garlip's team, do you want to take it away?
Okay. Well, that sure isn't as easy as Stardew Valley, but
Tell me about it, right? But be careful, because they'll start using your name in relation with Salt. The second you start putting out stuff like that.
I don't know if this is right, because I literally have no idea what song on the soundtrack that was, but I'm gonna guess Final Fantasy IX?
Final Fantasy IX, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to Final Fantasy throw it over to the other team. Do you want to try for a steal?
It's always Final Fantasy.
I could see which track from Final Fantasy IX you thought it was. Now you've said it. In Limblum, where you're walking around. Yeah, because it's that island rhythm sort of.
Yeah.
I was getting Legend of Zelda kind of vibes, and I'm not sure why.
Hobby said Zelda, so let's do Legend of Zelda.
The first one.
Whichever, Zelda, the whole range.
Game in there, Adrian's Revenge. Just a couple.
You know, just to cover our asses, really.
Wish I'd said just Kirby.
I mean, we'd have still been wrong.
We'd have still been wrong, but we would have been like slightly more covered our bases.
Oh, God. Look, we've got to cover our own holes. Okay, we don't want to be exposed like the liquor. So, yeah. We're just going to say the first Legend of Zelda. I don't care.
You're going with the first Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda, the first. And I am afraid that I am going to have to give you no points because that is not correct. It was, in fact, Slackers from Donut County.
No, not Donut County. I love you, Donut County. I'm so sorry. I got the like jazzy rhythm.
I knew it wasn't Zelda, but I wanted to make Adrian squirm a little bit.
I've never actually heard of it, but now I'm morbidly curious.
Katamari, but with a hole.
Yeah.
Katamari with a hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just everything in the fucking hole. Like no matter
Everything
what
in
it
the
is.
hole, and the more stuff in the hole, the bigger the hole gets.
That's my Friday nights.
So, Garlip's team, do you want to take it away with the next one?
Not
Yes, so
really.
we've done the hard track, now let's do the hard track. We're done.
Yeah,
we're
Thank
done.
you. Thank you. I was getting way too into that, to be honest.
That was very good. That was very good.
I was having fun.
Dare I say, I had fun.
I did too, actually. Yeah.
So this is a harder game to guess. So I think it's a title that is not as well known. The one that comes to mind that would be kind of like an intense music like that via like a chase scene or something like that is Guilt, which is a game that I speedran for quite a while. I think I'm gonna lock in Guilt.
Oh, see, I can see how close you came to getting this right, and I am so sorry that I'm gonna have to throw it over to yourself because you've just gotten a point. That was indeed Guilt.
Smashed it.
That was Violence from Guilt, and here's how it should have sounded. Friends, our frightful flight is almost over. The danger is building, the item drops are bountiful just before a big door. It's the Red Ring round. Teams, I will be firing off games towards you, some real, some fake. Get them right and you get a point. Get it wrong, then it's a hit. And if you get 3 of those, then it's Rip Run. F's in chat, so long, and thanks for all the points. Adrian's team, what is your strategy for this evening?
Panic. No, usual strats. If we know it, go for it. If you don't, give it a couple of seconds, then guess. It'll all work out in the end.
If we're all good to get underway, we will get going in 3, 2, 1. Halloween.
True.
That is indeed true. Dead Island Riphole.
False.
False.
That's indeed false. It was Riptide. Saw 2, Flesh and Blood.
True.
That was
Yeah,
indeed
true.
true. Uncharted Waters.
False.
That's
Yeah.
actually true. Timon and Pumbaa's Mukbang Games.
False.
That's indeed false. It's Jungle. Spark the Electric Jester 4, Spark in Charge.
True.
That's actually false. That's 2 hits. Animal Well.
True.
That's indeed true. Condemned Criminal Oranges.
False.
That's indeed false. It's Origins. Lloyd Bithelsby has had enough.
False.
That is indeed false. Knowledge or No Lady.
True.
That's indeed true. And that is time.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Can't wait for our Lloyd Bithelsby one.
Garlip's team, what is your strategy for this evening?
Strategy 1 was have Escape Route on the team. Obviously, we failed at that, but so have the other teams, so that's good. Strategy 2, very similar to their strategy, actually. You know, if you know it, jump right in. If you don't, hold back for maybe a second or two, and then we'll take a guess at it. No, apart from that, let's just see how things fall.
I've done my tactical adjustment. I am ready.
Fantastic.
I'm not ready.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm feeling banana.
Oh, you're not ready? Okay, we can give you a couple more minutes.
No, I'm actually ready.
Oh, fantastic. We will get the timer started in 3, 2, 1. Another clam's treasure.
False.
That's indeed false. It's crab. Castlevania, Tristan in Trouble.
False.
That's indeed false. Death Bulge, Battle of the Bands.
False.
That's actually true. That's one hit. Norbit's Chicken Hunt.
False.
True.
That's actually false. I did hear Z say it. The Coffin of Andy and Laylee.
That's true.
That's indeed true. Pizza Hero.
True.
That's indeed true. Fire Emblem Thyracidia 786.
False.
That's actually false indeed. Fire Emblem The Binding Blade.
False.
That's actually true. That's 2 hits. Fire Emblem Bonding Blade.
Oh, come on!
False.
That's indeed false. Fire Emblem Bountiful Blade. Oh, that's time.
You cunt!
You cheeky motherfucker.
If only I'd gone second.
Well, please thank your brother from us.
Thank God. Thank God, Ben. Thank God.
I know I knew those ones. That's why I'm annoyed.
Oh!
Well, after all that, the scores are Garlip's team are on 12 points, whilst this week's winners are Adrian's team on 13 points.
Yeah.
Well done, us.
Everybody.
Any of those shout out things?
Shout out to the Retro Raccoon, my community. Love you folks. A lot of them do watch the show, because I asked them very nicely too. So thank you, you great beans. Shout out to the Clock Tower stream team for being awesome. My awesome spooky family. That includes Scarlet. I am Hobbytan. You can find me anywhere where you can see a little raccoon mascot with a paintbrush. That is me. Mostly on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Hobbytan.
Well, hi everybody. Ben here from Pixel Portable. Hope you're well. Got my tea here with my branded mug. We got the W this time, which was very nice. But you can find me over on YouTube and on Twitch, as you can everybody else who's in this, and you should definitely go check them out. And yeah, thank you for having me again, Mr. Matt. Appreciate it.
Yes, you know where to find me now, Adrian's Revenge. But huge shout outs to the Wheel of Struggle, the Clock Tower stream team, and the Bad Run Club. We'll give some love to the Bad Run Club, playing excellent bad games for us all to enjoy. And yeah, just shout outs to my amazing teammates. Please go show them some love. And everyone here.
And of course, we've got to say congratulations to tonight's runners-up. You can find Lovenfloofen over on all the things, YouTube, Twitch, all that jazz. MBZ also over on Twitch, and you can find them on MBZ. And Garlips, you can find Garlips on Twitch, I suppose. That was the mandatory Halloween special of Low Res. A huge thank you to the team captains, the teams, and of course you for watching. I leave you with this. Horror games aren't just for October, they're for life. Bye for now. No problems, no problems. I'm hopeful that you'll end up having some wonderful mental images coming up from the next round, which is going to be absolutely fucking horrific. We're about to find out.
Can you imagine, the fan fiction could have been Pyramid Head fucking Colonel Sanders.
Impromptu script writing is absolutely fantastic.
As long as I remember to do it, it should be fine. I'll write down.
To be honest, you were doing a shit job of the original words, so yeah, with the new ones.
Fine, I'm at the age I roll over and they clap. It's an insightful evil.
You know, the only downside to having a full face covering is that you can't tell when I'm looking horrified.
your tongue.
Oh, thank
Fuck the green screen.
I'm wondering where the rest gone.